Hello. Whoa, what's this? What's this? There's Starfleet Boy live. What's this? What's this? Did you read Did you read the description? I could just have you on, but I wanted to try out what you were doing. How do I sound? You could help me figure out if I have shit sound. Hello. Hello, my streamer audience. It's so nice that you're there. Oh, it looks like you're gone. Hello. Baby, come back. All right, let's see. Let's see. We can adjust it just like this. All right, so Trek on the Tube was here before we went live, and now he's not. So I want to take advantage of this nice afternoon sunlight. Oh, that's really nice. Hello, family on the tube. What questions do you have for me? This is an AMA session in the living room. Very nice. Am I in HD quality? I just got off work, my day job. What's your live stream problem? I don't know if the audience can see this. I have to create some banners. Let's see while we wait for our friend Trek on the Tube. That's the wrong banner. Yikes. So unprofessional. All right, let's see here. So once you're done with your live stream, it won't upload to your channel right away. That's correct. It seems to do that for all the live streams. I think that eventually that will get faster, but they probably have to scrub the whole. I imagine they're scrubbing it for copyright stuff, and I imagine some videos probably get a manual view. Maybe someone actually watches all this content. Lucky you! Subscribe to my channel. If my job was watching YouTube videos all day to flag them for content, I would definitely take hours to do it. You'd have to like really pay attention. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's going on. It's you. I just want to know how I sound. Is it shit? Is it shite audio? I can't say shite. You're with your family. Hold on. Is it crap audio? Yeah, it takes that long. But if you have a link to, if you the same link that you use, oh, PJ's here. That's PJ. Hold on, I could put your. Oh my God, I've been such a bad host. I haven't been doing this. That's the problem when you're solo. You're just reading the comments and responding. Anyways, let's see here. People watching my most recent live stream won't see the live chat at the moment. That's true. I've noticed that as well. Oh, thank you. I sound good. Audience, we have more audience. Yay. All right. So the technical quality is mediocre. Well, that's because it's me. I am using StreamYard right now. So that's an unsolicited plug for StreamYard, the service that I am using to do this live stream. I have to remember to keep, you have such good posture on your live streams, Trek on the Tube. I have to remember to have good posture. Yay! New visuals on lower. Yes, that I'm so excited. Haha. That all broke while Trek on the Tube's live stream was going on. So I was I was so excited. It was really cool. Yeah, I like all that stuff that they presented. I had fun watching the is he Commander Samuel Cocking's analysis of the Cerritos, but I have my own thoughts on it. I'd be happy to share them here if you guys want to hear about them. Video quality is kind of low, but it was for my stream as well. Oh, What's not? Oh, I'm not crap in real life. Maybe I am. All right, so this is fun. This I could see how this is fun. Displaying all these comments and answering them. Kowalski broke the story, but my live stream. It's true. I also watched Kowalski's video. Hey, what's the deal? Does anyone know why Kowalski's? I can just ask him. I should just ask him. I'm just gonna message him. But he's moving from hotel to hotel. I haven't seen all his episodes, so I'm missing. There's a crucial information that's missing. But that's a good reminder to say that go and check out Kowalski, Trek on the Tube, Boat Wreck, Text Trek, Trekker Prize, like all the treks. Jesse Gender, lots of cool peeps. You don't have to stay on my live stream if you don't want to. Braxton doesn't like Commander. Can't say his name. Oh my gosh, I should read these. I don't know if Braxton wants that put out on blast. Jeez. That was my fault though, not yours. I wasn't yelling at you. Sorry about that, Braxton. Um, oh, okay. Which is, he is like the American James Bond, nerd James Bond, I believe. I don't, I think he has an espionage job. No, but like good espionage, like safe espionage. That explains all the moving around though. All right, I'm done. I'm done with this solo stream. No, it's good. It's good that you're rambling on. You're actually a lot more tethered to the subject. Well, this doesn't really have a subject. This is just a test of technical stuff and an ask me anything. Then you haven't asked me any questions yet. This is your chance to know everything you've ever wanted to know about Starfleet Boy. In fact, that's the banner that I'll create here. Now you guys know how I type. It's very loud. All right, so then we can scroll this across the bottom. Oops, no, we can't. We have to edit and then do that. All right, there we go. This is your chance to know everything you've ever wanted to know about Starfleet Boy. That's it. All right, here we go. The questions are coming in. This is a good question, and it's very deep. Starfleet Boy canon. None. They all live in Canada at your place. No, when was it, Chris? Because I wanted to see it, but I was probably working. I have a day job, and so I missed a lot of things. Do you guys when I adjust, do you hear like crackling or anything or sounds when I adjust the headset here? Live long and prosper. Oh, you're leaving. It got boring for Sean when I didn't tell him how many spiky dildos I have. Fine, see ya. Cheers. All right, so who's left? Chris and PJ. This would be a good time to promote actually. On Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Call of Food. Share pictures of your dinner on it on Twitter. Just kidding. On Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we're having a live discussion about, and the subject is going to be remastering Deep Space Nine and Voyager. So that's happening on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know what time that is for you. And let's see here. It was 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. last night. The next stream is going to be Friday at 3 p.m. That's when I'm having my stream. Oh well, I'll just watch it on the rewind. Sorry. I'm sure I won't take too much of that slice of pie. I apologize to Alexander Stiddig. No, I got to get on the schedule. There should be like a master schedule, like Star Trek should put out. Like, but then like, who do you include on that schedule, right? Like, ooh, maybe someone could do like a Star Trek YouTube TV guide. um, I would help. I would help with that effort. That's a cool idea. So, Star Trek TV guide, YouTube guide. Hmm. Star Trek YouTube guide, but it has to have everyone on there. So even if you only have one subscriber, you can submit your stream to the Star Trek YouTube TV guide, and yeah, there you go. Good idea. Someone run with that. Algorithm. You can have that. I forgot to turn off my notifications on my phone. Let's see what's going on here. Oh goodness, reading text messages. What do you want to know? What do you want to know, audience, about Starfleet Boy? I'm here live streaming. We've got an hour. I have to wait for something. I can't do anything else, so I thought, oh, I'll go on the live stream. Check it out. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I didn't even read that out loud. Braxton, I'm trying to do these solo, the solo live stream because I was inspired by Trek on the Tube. It was so much fun being a participant on his. So I thought, oh, I have a couple of hours. I have to wait for something. I don't have anything to do, so I'll just test it out. So how do I sound? A, welcome to the live stream. B, or it should have been in the other way around. And sorry if you watched this earlier. Trek on the Tube put you on blast. I'll try to delete that part though before it publishes, so that so that no harm's done. Let's see here. Here's some information. The GalaxyCon is having most of the Star Trek doctors doing a stream on Sunday at 2 p.m. You can prepay for one of their autographs now. Okay, cool. Will you send that link, Chris, in the chat, and then I can post that in the comments? That'd be cool. Oh, cool. So I worked at an Apple retail store from 2004 to 2000 to the end of 2009. So from I think it was February 2004 to December 31st, 2009, and it was great. I loved it. uh, I am not watching it, but I did start watching the post that you posted. And I was very inspired to start watching it because it looks awesome. And yeah, it was. There's a funny video. I didn't even know about this show. My friend who works in a production job had like the background somehow and like put himself in front of a green screen and he's like doing doing some like cool moves and I got to find it and show it to you. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in watching Pose now. I don't even know who any of those people are, so it was very new in terms of actors. There was one lady that looked like Diana Ross sitting in front of a fish tank, and her hair was flowing, and you could hear the water, and it was like so wonderful. I was like, that's me. That's who I want to be. So yeah, definitely gonna watch it. Um, Oh no, it was not a 2 year thing. I worked at an Apple store for, I think, if my math is correct, it was 6 years. Um, yeah, and it was it was like a transformative type of job. Apple really invests a ton of money in training their employees, and I would attribute it felt like, at least from a customer service perspective, it felt like going to college for a long time. It was very nice. Um, Cool. It's hard to watch, but it's full of joy also. Oh, because I believe it does So that so Braxton is asking, when am I going to do the Lieutenant Uhura drag? That was meant that was not for me. That was meant for the drag performer that you put in there. I don't think I could pull off. She's so beautiful. I don't think I could pull off the Lieutenant Uhura. I will try. I'll try it in private, and if it if it looks convincing, I'll post it. Um, but I was thinking, if I ever did do drag, I don't know, like I don't know um, what kind of uh, sort of entity exists within me, but maybe you can help me. Starfleet Boy the drag show coming soon, everyone. We have more members of the audience. Welcome. So we're doing an Ask Starfleet Boy Anything session. So you can ask me about Star Trek, or you can ask me about anything at all, and I'll give it a crack. So what Chris or Myth Dustards here is referring to is classical music podcast was my first ever podcast, and no, I don't think I could, because now there's all kinds of restrictions against what you can play. I am looking into doing a music podcast, and I'm going to try to see if I could crowdfund enough capital to pay for like a year's subscription to BMI, or one of those services that takes care of the royalties for you, and you pay by like some kind of flat rate. So it's very expensive though. It can cost like a year's license, depending on how much music you plan on playing. Can cost anywhere from a couple thousand to like $30,000. So I'd have to put together like a year's worth of programming, or ideas, and figure it out. So we'll see. But yeah, I if I find them, I'll send them to you. I know they're somewhere on one of my computers. So yeah. Well, that was a tangent. So I work for a really amazing company now, which is a real estate company. It's a technology real estate company. And so if you're looking, this is also an unsolicited plug. They don't pay me in any way to do this. I'm also, by the way, on my off time. I'm not working right now, just to clarify. But I work for an amazing company called Compass. And so if you ever want to get a house or an apartment, or move to a new place, and I would highly recommend you go to compass.com and look for a Compass agent to work with, because part of the efforts that make this company great are my efforts. And so I'm really excited and proud about that. So check it out. Do I have a smart light and a smart speaker? I have smart lights, so I can say yes, exactly. So, hey Siri, set Enterprise at night. And voila. So it looks cooler when it's darker. And I call this theme Enterprise at Night, just so you know, but it's the Enterprise D. So now you know. That was a good question. I like questions like that. Both of you guys are asking great questions. Let's see here. So I was asking earlier if the sound quality is good. Has it been good throughout this whole stream so far? And am I loud enough? Do you think I need to speak louder? Do I sound low? Telemetry like that would be awesome, so that when I do the next one, it's better. Also, what do you think of this angle? Oh, I noticed now that there is a delay. Sean was saying there's a delay in the chat. Hmm, that's really interesting. I will have to try this again from YouTube sometime directly and see if it's any different. Thank you. All right, so the audio is good. Okay, that's a good sign. Let's see, what else can we do? Oh, let's see if we can share. I don't know how the audio is good. Excellent. I got good checks, mic checks. So keep asking the questions, guys. Like, this is your chance to know anything. I'm going to try to pull up the Cerritos to share and talk about. let's see, oops. Let's see if we can do that. All right, so first I'm going to put up a fan design that came out before, which I really liked a lot. Open image in new tab. And then I guess I have to share this tab. Oops. Darn it. All right, so let's take a look. Share screen. Yep. All right. And it's going to be a Chrome tab. And it'll be that one. All right, so how do I do this now? Oh, I see. Okay, so this was a fan-made Cerritos starship, and I really liked it. I thought it was cool. So it has like a pretty classic TNG design. It has like wing-like struts, stuff like that. Pretty cool. Nice silhouette. It kind of looks like the Discovery, but then the Discovery kind of, most of Starfleet's ships have this kind of basic saucer and, a kind of neck, a secondary hull, and then the nacelles off to the side somehow or away from the ship. But what we actually got is actually really cool, and I liked it a lot more than this design, even though this design is pretty stellar. Let me see if I can pull that up. All right. Oh, I forgot to put on this cool thing that someone made for me. There we go. That's more official. All right. So, by the way, what do you think if you guys are just tuning in? We're about to talk about the Cerritos design. I'm not going to go super deep into it. Like you can get much more in-depth analysis over at Trek Yards, but I'm just going to pull this thing up here. Hang on, just so that you guys can see a different perspective, perhaps. Let's see. All right. So, ooh, the light's changing here. All right, so here it is. It's pretty cool. It looks kind of epic. It does have this like, oh, I have to move. I want to be in the picture. The kid stays out of the picture. All right, now I know. This is so cool. It does look like we're looking at it through an LCARS LCARS display. It's pretty neat. All right, so yeah, it looks like one of those airfoils, or not airfoils. What are they called? They hover over. Yes, it is LD's new ship. It's the Cerritos, named after. It's the California class, and it's named after Cerritos, California. Yep, that does look very cool. I don't know if I'm. Tell me if you guys see the stream getting blocked for some reason, because I'm not sure. Catamaran. Thank you. The Oberth. A lot of people are saying Oberth 2.0 catamaran. I think that's what I like. I like is the catamaran. It looks like a catamaran type of ship. It'd be neat if it did do catamaran-y stuff on planets. It'd be kind of cool. It does look like a modified Nebula class. I'm going to take it off the screen just because I can do this. I can be dominant. I think this is this is fine to do. I got a just like a little slap on the wrist for something I did for Deep Space Nine. So now I'm very nervous about whether or not this stream will get blocked. But yeah, it does have a Nebula class vibe to it. Thank you, hydrofoil. Both work. Actually, hydrofoil works better for the idea of it actually doing this on the water, because it'd be pretty cool. Have you ever been on a hydrofoil? It's pretty cool. You can take one to Catalina Island, if I'm not mistaken, in California. Speaking of California class, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the intention behind this design is, because it is very unique, and kind of wonky at first glance, because you're like, how do people get from that section between the nacelles to the saucer section? And my first thought was like, if the show takes place, oh yeah, you could. All right, so we're gonna end this solo stream because PJ wants to hop on to talk about this. So I'm gonna. PJ's a friend of the show, so he's gonna get an invite straight away. So PJ, check your Twitter. And audience, I'm sorry for the interruption. This is still gonna be an AMA session, so feel free to ask all your questions. Here, let's get him on. All right, I predict, audience, that PJ hates this design. No, I'm just kidding. So PJ is hopping on, and then what is going? Let's see. No, Braxton, I'm not going to put your comments on. I'll just tell you. I'll just show you. I'll just tell you later. It's all in the past. Don't worry about it. So PJ, you have a link, and you can hop on at any point. I sent it to your Twitter. Anyway, so we'll go on with this. I was thinking, like, if the transporter technology in Picard is, well, even in TNG, transporter technology is pretty good. So, like, why wouldn't they just like kind of walk through like one of those, metal detector type transporters, and then they walk from one section to the other? Sure, it could be really bad under an attack, but maybe those things they have safeties for that and stuff like that. So we get let's see, typical Trek fan reaction to something new. Hate it. No, I'm guessing he might love it. I didn't hate it, by the way. I don't know who you're talking about. Let's see. Come on, cut us a break here. You do have a point. This does happen because I can just give my own testimony, which is that one of my favorite ships is the Enterprise D, and I hated it when it came out. I was like, "What is that? That's not the Enterprise. Why is it so sexy? Why is it so bubbly? Why am I feeling feelings?" I am not a big fan of the design. It looks too familiar. Oh, you wanted it to be really crazy looking. I don't know. Maybe like 20 nacelles. We could have been on a aircraft carrier. But yeah. All right. So PJ is still not here. I think I may have upset him. But we're going back to the live stream. But yeah, that's a cool design. It's interesting how many variations there are in starships. And everyone who watches my channel knows how much I love Star Trek Picard, but I really wish we had some, like, this ship could have been previewed in Star Trek Picard. It would have been pretty awesome if we saw more ships in that end battle sequence there. But you know what the beauty of CG is that the artist that made it can choose to update it and just kind of release it with new ships in there, and only those who saw it originally would be the wiser, and then we'd have a whole new thing to argue about, just like in Star Wars. That would definitely happen. There are some other things about Lower Decks that I'm excited about. The style of animation is very pleasing. Yay, here's PJ. PJ, I put you in the corner.
I forgot to plug my headphones in. Shit.
It seems to be working. I don't hear an echo when I talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you could go sans headphones if you want to.
Yeah, I like the headphones.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So what did you, so here was this what? Oh, I gotta hide this thing. Hold on. Was this what prompted you to want to come on? The Cerritos? By the way, nice haircut. You look great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it looks good.
I was
know,
wrong. I predicted you were gonna hate it.
but yeah, like, no, if I'm gonna get into little critiques about it, I mean, the part that's connecting the nacelles to the saucer section, I don't really like how long that is, but and I don't like how they're doing the lens flare in animation now. If this animated series is gonna be like full of lens flares every 2 seconds, I don't know. But anyway, like it's almost what I expected in a way. Like it doesn't seem. I thought it would look kind of like the Enterprise D in some ways, but yeah, the saucer section kind of has that feel to it.
Yeah, totally. It feels like it's within the correct time frame. Where is it set again? It's set like right after Next Generation, or like between Next Generation and Generations, or something like that.
I believe it's set like right after the events of Nemesis,
Oh, great. Okay, so yeah, then this is cool. This is very
or
nice.
or between the end of TNG and Nemesis. It's around that time. It's not like I don't think it's right in the what would it be, the early 2360s. It's probably more in the early 2370s. So yeah.
I wonder, as I watched Next Generation, especially even you see it in a lot of, throughout season 7, you see like pretty much every era TNG uniform pops up at some point. Like for some reason, some crew wear the older uniforms and some crew wear the newer ones. I mean, we know the practical reason behind that is because they were just saving on budget and reusing old uniforms, but it
Oh
puts in
wait,
an interesting thing. Like, I wonder if the uniforms that we saw in lower decks are still in, if they're like part of a division, like if that's what science ships wear or something like that.
I was wrong. It's not the early 2370s. It has to be the early 2380s. Because
Oh, okay.
if it's after Nemesis, which I believe took place in 2379, I'm not sure. But yeah, it seems like the uniforms are indicating that this is the gap between Nemesis and Picard. This is the area of Trek lore that we're exploring. So,
But I like the tagline, boldly, what is it? Boldly going,
uh,
boldly not going where no. Or what is it? What is it? I forgot the tagline already.
I gotta bring it up.
It's really funny. Oh my god, this is typical Starfleet way fashion. Bad brain. I wasn't expecting to do a necessarily a Trek, specific thing, so I didn't do any research. So this is more like fly by the hilt. We got some comments while you look that up. Let's see. Discovery Spock is different, more emotional, and has challenges that we haven't. How did we get to Discovery Spock? That's awesome. Would you be interested in his storyline if the actor wasn't so dang handsome? Yes, I think I still would be interested in the storyline, although it's true that Ethan Peck is dang handsome. I really think that the Spock that we get in Discovery fits really well into the Spock like timeline. I think it's acceptable. I think he can become the Spock that we know and love later on. It seems right. Did you find out, PJ?
Well, I'm clicking on the article and it's just frozen. I don't know.
Uh,
I'm surprised you can still see me.
oh, I do. Yeah, totally. You're still there.
Why isn't this working?
It's true. I also want to know what the top of the vessel looks like. I'm sure we'll get more images. PJ predicted that we're going to get a trailer this weekend.
I
What
mean,
do you guys think of that?
it seems logical. I mean, if you look at like the other Mike McMahon series called Solar Opposites, before that show was released, the first trailer came out like 3 months before the actual show premiered, and we are 5 weeks away from Lower Decks, so a trailer could drop literally, I think, at any time. I
Oh
don't.
my gosh, it's only 5 weeks. It's crazy. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. It's great. Animation can be totally done under these conditions. Like they could crank out
Yeah.
like a lot of episodes from now until then, even for
Rare.
season 2.
The tagline is rarely going where no one has gone
Thank you.
before.
Rarely going where no one has gone before. And I think one of the things that I remember hearing in the beginning was that like this is the ship that comes in after first contact. So they're like like you have like this great first contact experience with Jean-Luc Picard, and then the Cerritos comes in afterwards, and they're like, they're kind of like do that. Ooh,
The
what if
second,
it's a
this,
diplomatic ship? Like strictly a diplomacy ship. Like maybe that's why the uniforms kind of look a little more formal. That would be a fun
you know what?
explanation.
You know what could be a cool running joke is that they're always revisiting places that Starfleet has messed up in some kind of way. Like they messed up and like, yes, just bring the Cerritos in there to sort it all out.
I think since it's such a controversial episode, it would be really, I don't know, like I don't know if this is triggering to a lot of people, but it would be fun for them to go back to what's the planet where Lutan is from in Code of Honor?
Oh, I can't remember.
What well
Yeah, that would be. I
that
they
would be
they wouldn't go there. Yeah.
it would be fun to go there and just kind of like make fun of that episode officially. That would be an interesting thing to do. I like the sides of the warp nacelles on that ship as well. And yes, anime. Ooh, like an anime like Eon Flux was, I guess, the first thing for some reason that popped into my mind. But many animes in that style. I would love a Star Trek show just like that too. The Gangster Planet. Oh, that would be great too. I forgot about the Gangster Planet. And there's the planet. There's so many planets they could go back to that we haven't seen like since the original series. Even there's a lot of planets.
Do
Lots of
you
comedic opportunities.
do you think they're gonna make any discovery connections? Like you'll see like Saru species or something like that, or
I hope so. There's no reason why Kelpians can't be around. I mean, it would be super tragic. Maybe they like, something that I thought about is that maybe they like left, like maybe they decided to be a part of the Klingon Empire that, were convinced to join the Romulans or something, and then they switched to the Federation again later on, so there's all kinds of reasons. But they did a good job of explaining that, at least in Discovery era, why you don't see Kelpians so much in TOS era, because Saru was basically the first Kelpian to be in Starfleet. So,
Hmm.
um, they're still figuring out now that they're liberated. Though they got to figure out what they're doing. Apparently, they learned to go from an agrarian culture to a spacefaring culture in like in like a week. So they're pretty smart, those Kelpians. Some might say they're the Mary Sues of the galaxy. Uh, the galaxy, not the universe, just the galaxy. Uh,
Go back to the piece of action planet and get the money they owe the Federation.
the what? The piece of action planet?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too. I know what
Help
he's
us out
talking. I
here.
know what he's talking about, but I can't put my finger on it.
Or is it the price of action? I don't know. Here we go. I'm excited
Piece of the
for
action.
Lower Decks. I'll take the opportunity to finish watching Picard. Yay! I bailed on CBS because I don't want more than 5 streaming services. I know streaming services is rough. Having more than one is rough.
I alternate between them, like Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Crave is. I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, Netflix. I share that with somebody.
I think it's gonna. I think what's gonna happen is they're all gonna just consolidate into one gigantic uh, streaming service.
No, I think it's all going to go the way of replacing television, where streaming services become so frequent that they end up eventually becoming cheap enough that you can actually purchase enough, which will be like the same price as you would a cable package. I mean, it's already cheaper now to subscribe to like 3, as opposed to get like the cable package that provides you all of these shows anyway. And that's, I'm speaking from a Canadian perspective, because like Bell Media and a lot of things from CBS All Access are on there, and other places like Crave is almost like CBS All Access kind of mixed with HBO Max kind of, with other things in there. Like everything Star Trek goes right to Crave and CTV Sci-Fi. Like we don't have to worry about it here. I'm a little disappointed that 5 weeks away from a release and they don't even know internationally where the show is going to end up, on what
I'd
service.
really love for someone to like talk about that, because it just seems so weird that I don't know why they stagger stuff like that.
I have to find the plug for my laptop because it's about to die. Just give me a second, okay?
While you do that, I'm gonna show the full poster over here and zoom in. Let's zoom into the crew, the characters for Lower Decks. We got everyone's excited about Lower Decks. I couldn't help it. All right, so let's see if that worked. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, so we have Ensign Mariner, Ensign Boomler, Ensign Tendy, and Ensign Rutherford. Those are the characters on Lower Decks. What do you guys think of those guys? Let's see. Saru's people were apparently smart, as Saru was able to break down tech pretty quick. Yeah, it's true. It was just their belief system that kept them techless. That's an interesting perspective, but I just feel like SD, correct me if, well, don't worry about correcting me. I'm probably wrong about this, but I just feel like you need to, I don't know, I just feel like, but then again, I'm thinking of it from like the perspective of my specific human mind. Like I couldn't even imagine going from agrarian to technological that quickly. But you're right. There's no reason why a Kelpian couldn't do that. So good point. I stand corrected. um, do you have trouble with CBS All Access where it always freezes? No, we're very lucky to have that really fast gigabit Ethernet where I live, and it's just the only option, so it's very cheap. They don't like charge a lot for it. Because I was like, oh, that's great. So I feel like wherever you live, I feel sorry for you. Must be your bandwidth, maybe, could be, but you might have gigabit Ethernet too. But I don't have that problem with the stream at all. It streams very smoothly. But Chris wants to know if anyone else is seeing or hearing either of them. Oh, anybody else having trouble seeing or hearing either of them? Meaning us?
I think it's because I disappeared for a second.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes. Welcome back. So there are the characters.
Oh, the stream just stopped. Oh.
Oh, is it because I'm showing this?
No, let me check.
Let's see here. I think it's because of that.
Oh, it says Starfleet Voice channel has been shut down completely. Good riddance. You should not have messed with us. P.S. Don't mess with Viacom CBS. Jeez, that's pretty harsh.
That's terrible.
No, I just saw you on my phone there, so it's working all good.
Okay, good. I'm gonna keep it this small. Where did you go though?
I don't think
Oh,
that kind of thing matters. I think it really matters when you start playing like an episode of a show, or even if you have the episode playing in the background, you can kind of hear it. I think
it catches it.
Yeah, it can catch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything. I'm YouTube I'm what you call YouTube compliant. I try to be.
So here's the thing about this show. We've for a year now, we've only seen these characters in like stills, and we don't know anything about them. I know Jerry O'Connell voices one of them. He's the only actor that I'm familiar with because.
Oh, he's actually part of the. He's part of the bridge crew.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, his character. I forget what his name is. Like a commander or something like that. So he's part of that crew. Oh, look at all the stuff I can do.
I want to see an episode where Dr. Pulaski meets the Cation doctor, and they have to work together on something.
I want to see that too. That's a really good idea. I had to think about that one for a second. Let's see. CBS, I'm sure, is trying to get international streaming rights. Oh, this is a cool. Thank you, SC, for being so knowledgeable. Probably with the big update to the service and the addition of Viacom, they will, but it could be lucrative for them to sell streaming rights too.
Yeah, you can get CBS All Access in Canada, and it will feature everything but anything that's on Crave. Like it doesn't have any Trek whatsoever on the Canadian version.
I agree
Rebecca
with
Romaine.
Braxton. She totally got him the job. That's official. For those of you who don't know, Rebecca Romaine plays number one, or Una, on, well, now on her own show called Strange New Worlds, but previously on Discovery season 2. And she's married to Jerry O'Connell, who plays that character. I should really look it up, what that character is called. Oh, this is interesting. So when you download stuff from Disney Plus, you have to delete it manually, I guess. Ooh, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, this is the thing I was waiting for. I have to, I have to go, audience. That sucks. Well, no, I'll. Do you want to stay on, PJ, and run the whole show?
Oh, would you be back after your phone call?
No, it's gonna take a long time, I think.
No. You should. You should call them back if it's important. So.
All right, audience.
All right.
But thanks for helping me do the technical stuff, and also for participating. And it got into a Star Trek discussion, as it always will. So live long and prosper, and we'll see you next time.